Hi everybody. So I let time for the hype to sunk in, of course test more of Battlefield 6, and I can tell you that overall this is a disappointment. Actually, this is such a disappointment that I actually expect lots of concurrent players to drop quite significantly, significantly in the upcoming months. Now I mentioned in my previews a few things that I really wanted to see in a Battlefield game, but none of them actually exist, or at least not to the degree that I wanted, like weather system, like dynamic fog for reduced visibility in certain situations. Things that, by the way, exist in the past, some of them. Night maps, underground areas, more evolution, zip lines, boats, more verticality, like fighting in mountains, like it was, I think, Battlefield 1, was incredible. Mount slowing movement, something that affects the movement, so tactically needs to move around certain areas to avoid this. Better atmosphere, more immersive atmosphere, lush environments. And this is just a few things. The thing is that some of these things are not new to Battlefield games. They existed in the past. So why they aren't adding them? Are they waiting just to put these things into a DLC? Were they too lazy? Maybe just to optimize revenue? Maybe we're just counting on Portal to deliver all that instead of them actually investing time making it themselves. Honestly, I don't know, and this will actually, you won't see some people maybe talking or mentioning this out loud, but eventually this will cause boredom for players, and some of them will just drop and stop playing it, and you see just numbers just dropping. You want something is going to be something massive, like in the disappointment of Battlefield 2042, but wait, month and two, people will just stop playing because they're going to get bored. I mean, that's after all the hype and everything. And they ask themselves, well, why should I get in? It's kind of more of the samey. Why should I go back and play again? And eventually that's how people stop playing games. You just feel bored and that's it. You just move on. Some people show the disappointment and mention this on Reddit and everywhere else. But some of the things are not basically, maybe bad enough to actually get, big titles. But this will actually affect player base. Eventually it will lead for players just ditching the game. Now I'm sure that it's not going to be the same as Battlefield 2042. Battlefield 2042 was absolutely a disgrace. I mean, I stopped playing Battlefield 2042 a week after it actually was released. It was just that bad. And I'm a huge fan of the franchise. And right now I can't really count on Portal to deliver anything. It's just bad experience overall. And maybe it will take time until Portal will deliver, great maps and people will create some really cool stuff. But as of now, making this video, this is not it. Actually, people sometimes prefer the core maps because who knows what happens with the creator, bringing a map and maybe it's going to take down at a certain point. People just count on those original maps of the game to be good, to be great. But it's all just open space, daylight, buildings here and there. Some of the smaller maps, don't get me wrong, some of the maps I actually really like. So, I mean, and especially the combination of certain game modes and the maps, they actually designed very well. But in general, it's very, very lacking. And again, I'm just optimistic that at the end of the day, we're just experiencing part of what the developers actually planned for us, and just they are keeping the better things for later. And of course, there's a paid DLC, paid content. And this is, by the way, understandable if it will be the case because again, they want to make sure that after some time the game keep refreshing itself and create some really cool content and need to bring something that feels new and unique. So maybe, I'm not sure. But what I can tell you for sure that the core gameplay, let's say it like that, I think we all deserve much more than what we got as a base game. That's all I can tell you. And I do hope, and I'm quite optimistic to be honest, that more good things will come, because otherwise I don't see good things happening to Battlefield 6 in the upcoming months. People realize that after the hype, after some time, and you're going to see the numbers drop significantly if not further good content is introduced into the game. Now there might be other reasons like performance and other things, maybe just played it safe. I don't know, really, seriously. It's just so lacking that I'm quite surprised that this is the case. Luckily for me, some of the core maps I actually enjoyed. So I'm not running away from this game, not anytime soon I see it. But definitely if it continues like that and it's not going to be refreshing in the upcoming DLCs, eventually I will. So let's see what Portal drops. Some people just rely on Portal to deliver everything, the user-generated content. Well, I do hope it delivers, but it doesn't need to come instead of get great maps made by the developer. Anyway, maybe I'm kind of weird bird, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts. Just want to hear other people's opinions about that. Thanks for watching.